This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Charlie 4 Echo November Lima.
Echo November Lima, Roger. Come back with the call sign phonetically, please, slowly.
Okay, here we go. This is Kilo Charlie 4 Echo November Lima. Name here is Doug down here in Atlanta. You've got a good signal down here in Atlanta. You're doing about 20 over. Rig here is an ICOM 7300 running on a resonant Invis type dipole in the backyard here. 30 feet at the apex, 15 feet at the very ends. That's what I'm running here. Over.
Roger. Let's see, Doug. Gosh, sounding really good. I've got you, let's see here. What antenna am I on here? I'm on my local antenna. We're up around Louisville, Kentucky. You're doing, it looks like about a 12 to 15 over, so it really sounds good. Basically, this network is a transmitter setup assist network, and if you might be interested, the first thing would be to be sure that your transmitter on that 7300 is in the wide 100 to 2900 mode. Roger, it's called wide, and it'll guarantee that your frequency response will be as best as possible, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So on that 7300, we start with the transmit bandwidth, and we want that on at 100 to 2900. It's called wide. Roger?
Yeah, I've already got it set up. I just had a question I wanted to ask you. What about getting an AM broadcast transmitter Optimod and putting on one of these HF radios? Wouldn't that work real well for amateur radio? An AM broadcast Optimod, wouldn't you think? Over.
Roger, I'm not sure. It's just amazing. I think the capability of modern manufacturing of radios to be able to so precisely keep these new radios on frequency. I mean, it's just, 20 years ago, if you were operating a network, every radio that would check into you would be on a different frequency. I mean, they never could actually get together and net those frequencies precisely. So now with modern manufacturing, those radios are just dead on mostly all the time, Roger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm running on a hand mic here with this ICOM 7300. I've always had good signal reports. Never a bad signal report. So that's why everything's locked down. We'll keep it locked down the way I got it. But, yeah, you sound good over here into Atlanta. I've talked to you before, a couple years ago. I was using an old wore out. Man, you could never get that thing straightened out. It actually needs it's an old HF rig. But they really did a good job on these ICOM 7300s. I'm really happy with it. No problem, and it pretty much gets me anywhere I want to get. I'm running 100 foot of RG8X into the antenna. No bellum or anything like that. Got a good SWR. So I'm one of these guys that if it's not broke, don't fix it. Over.
Roger. Just a suggestion on your hand mic. That's a Bob Heil special there, a beautiful microphone. The thing is, though, every microphone has its good points and its bad points. And one of the things is that's an electret microphone, and it really, really needs a foam windscreen to work. But there's another way that if you were to work that mic to the corner of your lips and work across it, you could minimize some of those mouth noises that might occur if you were working directly into that mic. So the idea is that you pull that mic to the corner of your lips and work it at about a 45-degree angle from straight ahead. Roger?
Yeah, something like this here. Yeah, to get the you know, so you don't get the puffing and the wind and all that stuff. There we go. I got it set up there. I forget sometimes. Get on here running my mouth. Voice is a little bit hoarse today. I don't know why. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, you sound good, and I look forward to, I'm going to listen to myself on YouTube when you put it on there, just to kind of see how I am sounding. But I've always had really good luck on this radio. So far, so good. And so with that, I'm not going to hold you. There might be somebody else in there. You're doing a good job. You sound good. So from this, I'll say 73s from Kilo Charlie 4, Echo November Lima. And I'll be clear and listening.
Roger, Roger, Doug. Well, your EQ curve is just beautiful. It, like I say, I'm copying the mail on my 7300, which is, you know, as you know, the frequency response and the receive goes down to 100 cycles. So I'm, you know, doing a much better job of hearing you than if I were using one of my SDRs. I also run 5 different SDRs around the eastern part of the United States. But the thing is, SDRs roll off on the low frequency, probably around 200 cycles, 250, somewhere in there. And but you know, they're good for being able to copy the mail in general. But if you really want to be specific, you know, that 7300 with that frequency response, at least down to 100 cycles, really gives you a good idea of what actually is going on. So your curve is great, and your modulation index looks real good too. We normally want to set that up at about a 3 dB dynamic range versus without processing a 10 dB dynamic range, and that's a difference between 30% of average peak modulation versus 80 to 85% of average peak modulation. So all in all, you're doing well, and I think you'll love your recording, Roger.
Roger. I'll tell you what I do. I use that Kiwi SDR. I listen all over the world on that thing. Even listen to I was stationed in Korea. You can listen to the North Korean broadcast. So if I have to go to Korea, I can pick it up here in the United States, but not that good. But I go to Japan, Europe, all over the place, so I enjoy it. Do a lot of listening, quite a bit. But we do have one down here in Fayetteville that's pretty good. I think he's got it on a magnetic loop, if I'm not mistaken. So just to let you know, I'm probably, I don't know, about 20 miles from that SDR site, depending on the mood of 40 meters. So our site, depending on the mood of 40 meters. Sometimes I can get into it real good, and sometimes not, especially this time of day. But a friend of mine did a Parks on the Air from Florida. One day I was putting, 30 over F9. The next day it faded out. And so what happened was the signal was shooting over the top of me. So I ended up on an SDR site in Detroit, and I was getting them 20, 25, 30 over S9. So those SDRs really do help out, especially if I want to know, for example, if my signal's getting to Europe, places like that, or I'm originally from Michigan, things of that nature. I'll know just by going to these different SDR sites. It's a good tool there for sure. Thought I'd throw that in there. And by the way, what kind of SDR sites you use? I don't know whether you use the Kiwi but that's what I fool around with. They got several different ones out there. Anyways, back to you, and I'll say 73s to you. JC4, you know.
Roger, yeah. For that last transmission, I went over to Simmons Island, Georgia, and was copying the mail. A little bit less noise than my 7300. We're up around Louisville, Kentucky, and so that Georgia antenna, I guess, is SDRs in your backyard. Really sounded good. So let me say 73 if you want to copy the mail on your audio. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I'll check it out. Thank you. KC4 clear.
Roger, Roger. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
My name is Jim, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Okay, there's a mobile out there. Come back slowly, phonetically with your call sign, please.
Phonetically with your call sign, please.
This is Kilo Bravo 6, Bravo Zulu, operating portable Ford in Nashville, Tennessee. Name is Eric.
Roger, Eric, I just found you on my SDR receivers. Eric, let me get that down. And you're in Nashville, Tennessee. Is that a Roger?
Okay, let me get that down. And you're in Nashville, Tennessee. Is that a Roger?
That's right. Actually, Lebanon, Tennessee. It's a suburb of Nashville, and mobile in motion on the highway. Over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, sir. And let's see, what radio is that you're running today?
Roger, Roger. Okay, sir. And let's see, what radio is that you're running today?
It's an FT991. 100 watts into the matching Yaesu screwdriver antenna.
Roger, Roger. And are you a mobile station?
Roger, Roger. Ed, are you a mobile station?
Yeah, I'm mobile in motion, doing about 75 miles per hour on the highway here outside of Nashville. Over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, so this is primarily a transmitter setup assist network, and listening to your audio, you sound to be just a little hot into your ALC, and suggest maybe pulling down about 5 or 10 clicks on your mic gain. Roger.
On your mic gain, Roger.
I talk a little longer from the mic, and then when I'm stopped, I think
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I would do that because you're in excess of 3 dB dynamic range, so that has to do with compression, and so what we want to do is make sure that the words have life. The problem is, when you really push audio, you start restricting the band width, and taking the every word has to have some degree of movement. If it's up against the wall all the time, it's very difficult to understand what the words are. Now, your level is not anywhere near that hot, but it's a little warm, and I think if you were to check your ALC meter, you would see that you are warm, and so what we have found is that the best way to set that up is to observe your ALC meter as you have a hand on your mic gain, and as you say the word audio, you speak that word just as you would speak any other word in a QSO. Try to replicate the same volume that don't really jump on that word audio, but as you say the word audio at about your QSO level, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger, Roger.
7 or 2/3. Roger, Roger.
very good. I'll take a look at that, but I'm more dialed in. I believe I set this radio up one time for digital communications, and I've probably haven't looked at anything since, so it doesn't surprise me I'm getting sense, so it doesn't surprise me I'm phone. It's excessive, isn't it?
Roger, Roger. Okay, so I'm starting to lose you, I think, but I'm glad you had a chance to check in there. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, it will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Very good. Thank you very much. Thanks for the Qso. KB6BZZ, go to the 4.
Roger, Roger, sir, 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. A4MMP.
MMP, sir, if you would come back with your call sign slowly phonetically.
MMP, sir, if you would come back with your call sign slowly phonetically. Kilowatt 4, November, Papa.
November, Papa, Roger, what's the name?
November, Papa, Roger, what's the name? My name is Bill, Boston, India, London. Located in Anderson, South Carolina.
Roger there, Bill. And what radio is that you're running today, sir?
Roger there, Bill. And what radio is that you're running today, sir? 7300, ICOM. And I just picked this thing up about 2 or 3 days ago. I bought it used. And we thought we'd get it checked out, make sure it sounds all right.
Yes, sir. Sounds pretty good, but there's a couple of things that we might want to check out. And the first thing is to be sure that you're in that wide 100 to 2900 TBW transmit bandwidth. This is vitally important because, and particularly since your radio was used, there is a possibility that somebody along the way might have sought other resolutions other than the 100 to 2900. That's a very special frequency response transmit bandwidth because it gives you the ability for that transmitter to be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So we do recommend that you run that radio in the wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger.
100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger. Yeah, Roger. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to look it up in the book and figure that out. Like I say, I just picked this thing up, and I've got a 10-tech microphone on this thing, and it's kind of a power mic, I guess. It does have a built-in amplifier in the microphone, so that may be part of the problem as well. And I also kicked on the amplifier, so I don't know if that made any difference. Go ahead.
Oh gosh, you're about 15 over anyway. So what I would suggest on that power mic is that you want to come into your radio at a nominal level. Since you have that power mic, you want to be sure that the level is the best level it can be. So we suggest that you take that internal mic gain control and put it on a 5, or 50 in the middle of the range of your mic level control, and then adjust your outboard gear to proper modulation level. That will ensure that the input level control is correct. Otherwise, if you were to be down around a 1 or somewhere down there on your input mic level control, you could be right standing in a major possibility of distortion. So by using your mic gain control in the mid position on your radio, you're assuring that the incoming signals would be in the ballpark. Roger?
In the ballpark, Roger? Yeah, Roger. Well, according to the meter on this thing, it shows that it's about I guess about a 7 or 8 on ALC as I'm talking. And And I just looked at the mic gain, and it shows that it's at 50%. So, but it does have compression on it, and I think the compression is set around 4 on this thing. So, like I say, anything other than that, it might be in this microphone, and it has no adjustment whatsoever. It's factory set. You just apply the voltage to it. There's no internal adjustments on the mic. So, other than the ones on the radio itself. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, you might be surprised because a lot of times they'll put a little hole in the bottom of the microphone for a small screwdriver adjust on your external mic amp. Roger, usually that's there, but maybe in your case not. I don't know, but if you look at the bottom of your mic, you might find a little hole there, and that is for a little watch screwdriver to go in and then kind of get that exact level. But anyway, what we're saying is that a 5 on your internal mic gain control will assure that the level coming in is not too hot and not too weak. It'll be just right if you put your radio on a 5 and then adjust your outboard gear to come up on your AOC in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Your sweet spot is correct, but like I say, if your mic gain control is down around a 1 or so, leave yourself open for over level distortion, Roger.
Open for over level distortion, Roger. Yeah, Roger. Understood. Like I say, this mic does not have an adjustment. I've had this thing apart 1,000 times, and I've used it on a half a dozen different radios. And I've looked this board over. I've had the board completely out of the microphone, and look for any kind of control on it, and it doesn't. It just does not have a mic gain control whatsoever on it. It just comes out of the mic element right into the board, which has a IC and a couple little transistors on it, and then right back out. And there's no pot or no adjustable resistance on it whatsoever. But anyway, I don't want to hold it up. I just wanted to get a quick check to make sure that the thing was working, and it does sound all right. So I appreciate your running this little bit here. I think I've ran into you once before, but I don't think I ever talked to you on it, so I figured... Like I say, I'm not real familiar with the radio. I just got it, and I need to do some more reading on it and figure out all the buttons and whistles and things that it does. Well, when you get to be 84 years old, and I've been playing with this stuff since 1964, I think it was when I got licensed. So, I'm getting up there, and it's kind of hard for me to remember everything that I should remember on radios, I guess. Back to you, K4 and NP.
Roger. Well, you're close enough. You don't have to worry about nothing. I mean, it's your signal is really good. I would suggest maybe that if you have a chance, just to be sure that you're in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. That's the thing there, because that lets your transmitter be all that it can be as far as top end frequency response, where all of that is in the intelligibility and articulation, and when you lose the top end, you become Mr. Mumbles. But like I say, your signal is just beautiful, and I think you really enjoy listening to your recording. 73, sir.
Roger. Well, thanks again, and very appreciate it, and we'll look for you on here again sometime. K4 and NP, I'll be clear with you.
Yes, sir. 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. There's a station with a 4 in the call sign. Come back and try that call sign one more time slowly, phonetically.
That call sign one more time slowly, phonetically.
KC4BM.
KC4BM, Roger, what's the name? KC4BM, what's the name?
Maybe he's just playing games with you, but he came in there and now he's not.
I'm sorry, sir, I just didn't copy all of that. What's the name there?
This was Bill, when I just got through talking to you with.
Oh, Roger, Bill. Roger. And what was, I didn't follow your words there. I was in transient between my SDRs and my local receiver. Everything all right there?
Yeah, Roger. I was just trying to relay him in and see if he'd go back to you, but he didn't go back to you.
Yes, sir. So, well, you know, some do, some don't. It all depends. You know, it's hard to say what their received noise level is. You know, you could assume that, you know, with any luck, their noise and your noise is the same, but not necessarily true. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and sure got some copying going on here on one of my SDRs that doesn't make much sense. But then again, you know, I have found that these SDRs have a tendency of changing frequency within themselves without being commanded to do so, which is rather strange. You know, you would hope that a piece of equipment would stay where it is unless you tell it to go somewhere. But you never know. I've had the experience 3 or 4 times now of one of my SDRs going to another frequency uncommanded by me, so who knows. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
FYT.
FYT, station calling. Come back slowly phonetically with your call sign.
This is November 4, Foxtrot, Yankee Tango, Phil, in Valdosta, Georgia.
Okay, one more time, sir, on that call sign. I'm writing in Braille today. I have gone through 20 pens, and they all are fine. And I really need a heavy pen. So, if you would, sir, come back one more time with your call sign.
This is N4 FYT, Valdosta, Georgia. Over.
Roger. What's the name there?
November 4, Foxtrot, Yankee Tango.
Roger, Yankee Tango, and what's the name?
Phil, Papa Hotel, India Lima, Phil.
Roger, Phil, and what's your location, sir?
Location is Valdosta, Georgia, middle of the state. Location is Valdosta, Georgia, middle of the state, about 30 miles north of the Florida line.
Yes, sir. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Yes, sir. And what radio are you running today, sir?
We're running a Flex 8400 AM.
Flex 8400, is that a Roger?
Flex 8400, is that a Roger?
Roger, a Flex 8400 AM.
Give me phonetics on that last word.
Give me phonetics on that last word.
Yeah, Flex 8400, M is Morocco.
Roger, Roger. Image Morocco. Roger, Roger. Okay, so normally the first thing is that we be sure that is that a newer radio?
Is that we be sure that is that a newer radio?
It is.
Yes, sir. So we want to be sure that we're in that wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. Are you familiar with that?
Bandwidth, 100 to 2900. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I'm in the 100 to 2900 right now, exactly.
Excellent, excellent. Then into your compressor processor, and we want that on at a 3 out of 30, or 3 out of 10, or 30 out of 100. We want just a third of that compressor processor on. So compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger.
Compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger.
Roger, I have 3 settings. I have a normal, a DX, which is on right now, and a DX Plus, I think it is.
Roger, Roger. Can you go to your normal and let me listen to your normal?
Can you go to your normal and let me listen to your normal?
Roger, Roger. This setting is on normal now, in full FYT on normal.
Roger, Roger. Sounds pretty good in the normal mode. But if you would like, we can go on and set the modulation level as you look at your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in a QSO, particularly level-wise, and then adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter as you say the word audio and adjust your mic level control. Roger?
Meter as you say the word audio and adjust your mic level control. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Let me see if I can get my right thing. I think it's audio. Audio.
And you know that you can say that word, like a singer would hold a note, the longer you can do that, the easier it is, because it's a steady state tone, and adjusting a steady state tone is a lot easier than trying to adjust a level with your voice, saying words, and you have swings of amplitude, to try to set up. But with the word audio, it's a steady word, a constant word, and fairly easy to set that level on your ALC meter of 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Easy to set that level on your ALC meter of 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Roger, Roger. I'm using a headset, which I use most of the time. Let me try that. Audio. I think that's about 2/3 if I'm reading the right scale there.
Yes, sir, I think so, and I'm looking at your audio on the output of my 7300 to a VU meter, so it looks like that you're running right at that 3 dB dynamic range of the sweet spot on the ALC at 7 or 2/3, so it really sounds good. The other question would be maybe you could give me a little audio there for about 10 seconds or so. Tell me about your antenna system, and I can give a listen to you. Roger?
Tell me about your antenna system, and I can give a listen to you. Roger?
Roger, Roger. My antenna system, I just changed it this week, and I'm running a delta loop for 80 meters, and I got it tuned up on 40 meters, and had fun putting that up. It's probably up about 16 to maybe 18 feet at the highest points, but I may have to work on that a little later, but and there's also another bazooka that'll probably come down. I may be getting some reflection off of that, or using my chain link fence there. But this is N4FYT, Valdosta, Georgia.
Roger, Roger. Sounding really good, sir. I think you'll enjoy your recording. If you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I've had a little problem with my voice. I had a stroke back in July, and my voice seems a little raspy. Maybe by setting that processor on normal might correct that. Also, do you think the EQ settings are okay as far as the EQ?
Yes, sir. EQ sounds really good. Now, that is a hand mic. Is that correct?
Really good. Now, that is a hand mic. Is that correct?
No, sir. It's a headset. It's a Audio-Technica BP HS1, and I've got it about an inch away from the left corner of my mouth. Over.
Yes, sir. So normally on a handset mic or a headset mic, we suggest moving that boom out in front of you as far as you can get, and then at the last minute take a 90, and that will, help you not being particularly susceptible to plosives. And that mic, I'm sure, has a foam windscreen on it. Is that a Roger?
That mic, I'm sure, has a foam windscreen on it. Is that a Roger?
Yes, it has the windscreen on it. Let me see if I can get it further out. And that's about right in front of my mouth right there, about a half inch away. Over.
Yes, sir. That sounds good. I don't hear any room noise, so your signal-to-noise ratio is just fine at that position. I would go back and reset my ALC level now, since I have a new position for that microphone. You know, as you move that microphone element away from your voice, the level starts to drop off. So I would go back and reset my level, double-check it. That's the adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 2/3. Roger?
Until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 2/3. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Audio. It's about where it is running. About the mic gain's about 74.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it sounds, I think you've got it there. The other thing would be, let's see here, well, gosh, and like I say, I think your frequency response curve is just beautiful. It's very intelligible. You have a nice contour as far as the curve of your audio. So I think you're in good business. I think you'll enjoy your recording. If you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
This recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, Roger, Jim. I certainly appreciate you helping before on some other rigs. And I appreciate it very much, sir. Hopefully I'm not overdriving. I haven't changed anything, but hopefully you can hear me okay, and hopefully my old scratchy voice is not too bad. N4FYT, thanks so much.
Yes, sir. Just out of curiosity, what is your current mic level control at the moment?
Curiosity, what is your current mic level control at the moment?
The mic level control is 74.
Okay, so let's try that at 68. Try that at 68, and let me listen to you for a minute.
Try that at 68, and let me listen to you for a minute.
All right, this is setting at 68. The mic level setting is 68. Over.
Roger, Roger. Now, gosh, I'm wondering. I heard some plosives on that mic. So you've got that boom out as far as you can go, and then at the last minute you take a 90. Is that a Roger?
You can go, and then at the last minute you take a 90. Is that a Roger?
Oh, okay. Let me change that. Might be a little bit different there. I changed it out a little bit. This is N4FYT. with the mic adjusted.
Roger, Roger. So tell me the best thing you like about that radio, Roger.
So tell me the best thing you like about that radio, Roger.
Well, it's got a lot of learning capabilities for sure, and it's also, I like the graphical pen adapter, and I like the ability to do remote control of it, and just the way it operates really, and running about 500 watts here into a Lux amp, over.
Roger, Roger. Well, I like the way it's running now, so I would run it just that way. You sound a lot more concise. Your frequency response might be just a little bit better on the top end, so I would run it just like that. Roger.
All right, Jim. I appreciate it so much. You do a good job, and I appreciate it again. And for FYT, I have recommended a lot of people to come this way to talk to let them check out their radio.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. 73, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo 8, Yankee Foxtrot.
Station ending in Foxtrot. Come back slowly, phonetically with your call sign.
Kilo 8, Yankee Foxtrot.
Yankee Foxtrot. Roger, what's the name?
The name is Scott here, over.
I'm sorry, try again.
The name is Scott. It's here, Charlie Oscar Tango.
Roger, Scott. Now, gosh, boy, you talk pretty quick. I mean, sound like you're on the way to a fire, Roger.
I'm sorry. I used to be a police officer, so I'm used to talking quickly, so I'll try to slow it down a little bit, over.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And let's see, what's your location, sir?
My location is in Poland, Michigan, the southwest Poland, Michigan, over.
Roger, and what radio is that?
I'm running the ICOM 7300, about 45 watts right now, over.
Roger. Now, gosh, 45 watts. You know, that radio was designed for 100 watts. And sometimes, I don't know for sure, but sometimes you can get yourself in more difficulty by running a radio at less than full out, you know. Even more of a problem than running the radio full out. So I would suggest you know that 7300 works just fine at 100 watts. You know, provided that you know, we're not violating any code of operation. Roger.
Roger. Right now I'm not running into my amplifier, so that's why I have it at 45 watts. I usually have it just set at that, and then when I turn my amp on, then I'm at 400, over.
Roger. Well, you know, 7300 is that's what you're listening to. I think that's one of the greatest radios to come down the pike in a long time. It's just a beautiful radio. I really fell in love with the sound of that transmitter. It just is so clean, you know, that it's just hard to beat. And the thing is that there are a couple of things that you need to check out just to be sure everything is copacetic. And the first thing is that transmit bandwidth. You know, what we're looking for there, the TBW, is we're looking for, it's called wide, 100 to 2900, and that allows your transmitter audio to be all that it can be as far as the top end, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So it's really a great setting to be in. Are you familiar with that?
A little bit, if I remember how to get there.
Yes, sir. Well, I would go there, and you know, the thing is, even though it could be right, it could be wrong. The only way you know is by actually going there and looking at it, you know. 100 to 2900.
Okay, roger.
You could take a note on that, you know. If you wouldn't want to do it at the moment, that is the menu, settings, transmit, sideband, and it's right in that area, transmit bandwidth.
Okay, Roger. I'm looking at it now.
Roger, and it was in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth?
Yep, Roger. 100 to 2900.
Excellent. So that gives you the ability for that transmitter, top end, to be all that it can be, and then by wrapping up at 29, it gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So that's the great thing about that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. From there, we would move to the compressor on at a 3. Compression on at a 3. It's a token amount. But if you exceed 3, you start to pump between words, which doesn't do anybody any good. So, I mean, we've looked at this, and compressor on at a 3 is best. Roger?
Roger. I'm running a 2 now. Stand by here. This is a 3. This is a 3 now. Over.
Yes, sir. That's beautiful. Then we move to your ALC meter. As you look at your ALC meter and you got your hand on the transmit mic control level, and as you say the word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in a QSO. Don't jump on it. Just say it like you would say any other word in a QSO, and adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. So it's and then adjust your mic level until you're 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter sweet spot. Roger?
Roger.
And the beautiful thing about that word is that it's a steady tone. So if you can hold that, then you can very easily just take your mic gain control and adjust your ALC meter to where it's in that sweet spot of 7 or 2/3.
That's about 49% mic gain. Over.
Roger. The important thing is the ALC meter. The mic gain control. The important thing is the mic gain control effect on your ALC meter. The ALC meter is the device that will tell you when you're on target as far as your modulation control. So as you look at the ALC meter, what you want to do is adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is in that sweet spot of 7 or 2/3.
That's about 2/3, about a 7 there on the. That's about 2/3, about a 7 there on the ALC meter. Over.
Yes, sir, exactly correct. That's beautiful. Now, do you know where your equalizer? Well, let's see. What do they call that on the 7300? Your tone control board. Of course. Every manufacturer has their own little quippy words for things. Instead of equalizer, it's the tone control board. Do you are familiar with that and where it is?
Do you are familiar with that and where it is? Roger. I believe so. It's with the TX base and TX triple. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. The ICOM 7300 has a 2-band EQ, which I think is just beautiful, because the idea is that modern equalizers do a balance between the top and the mid-range and the bottom and the mid-range. So so much so that ICOM said, well, we want to, keep that mid-range without somebody being able to adjust it so we can get balance good. So, like I say, the 7300 didn't even bother putting a mid-range control in their EQ. So what we normally would do would be to say that we want that treble EQ +3 from where it is. Treble EQ +3 from where it is at the moment, Roger?
Treble EQ +3 from where it is at the moment, Roger? Oh, Roger. I'm at -1 right now, so I need to be a +3, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I would come up to a +3 and let's listen to it.
Yes, sir. I would come up to a +3 and let's listen to it. Okay, testing Kilo 8, Yankee Foxtrot. That is a +3 in the treble.
Roger. Okay, so, and then on that bass control, what are you reading on your bass control?
On that bass control, what are you reading on your bass control? The bass control right now is a +1, over.
Okay, I would pull that down to flat, ±0, flat, -1 from where it is, Roger.
-0, flat, -1 from where it is, Roger. Roger, that is at 0 now, over.
Roger. So I would go now back to my my ALC meter to double check my level. Anytime that you make a modification to your audio chain, you should always go back and double check your modulation level, because it's like it's like a card game. As you move something here, it's going to affect something over here. So we did some modifications to the EQ, so we want to go back to that ALC meter again and say and adjust your mic level until your ALC meter is running 7 2/3, Roger.
Until your ALC meter is running 7 2/3, Roger. Roger. Audio. That's about 7 to 10 on the meter.
Yes, sir. So tell me about your antenna system so that I might be able to listen to you, Roger. About 10 seconds.
So that I might be able to listen to you, Roger. About 10 seconds. Okay, Roger. Kilo 8, Yankee Foxtrot. I'm running a Alpha Delta EXDD 8040 inverted V 45 feet up in the air, over.
Yes, sir. Sounds really good. I think you'll enjoy your recording. If you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger. Roger. I definitely appreciate there, over.
Roger. So 73, sir, thanks for dropping by. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday, Roger.
Hey, sir, thanks for dropping by. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday, Roger. Roger. I appreciate that. Kilo 8, Yankee Foxtrot 73.
Roger. One other thing, though, the mic that you're using, is that the supplied hand mic for the 7300?
The mic that you're using, is that the supplied hand mic for the 7300? Negative. It's a Heil headset, over.
Roger. Sounds good, sir. Sounds good. 73.
Roger. Sounds good, sir. Sounds good. 73. 73, thank you, sir.
Roger. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Romeo India Zulu. Whiskey Bravo 8, Whiskey.
Station ending in Zulu, come back slowly, phonetically, with your call sign.
Station ending in Zulu, come back slowly, phonetically, with your call sign. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Romeo India Zulu.
Romeo India Zulu, Roger, what's the name?
Romeo India Zulu, Roger, what's the name? Surprise, motherfucker! And I'm in Kansas, or actually, I'm currently operating in Missouri, Missouri, Mike Oscar.
Roger, and what's the name?
Roger, and what's the name?
Romeo India Zulu, Roger, Roger, what's the name?
Romeo India Zulu, Roger, Roger, what's the name?
Sam, Sierra Alpha Mike.
Roger, Sam, and what radio is that you running?
Roger, Sam, and what radio is that you running?
I'm running a ICOM 706 on a lithium-ion battery hooked up to a 53-foot in-bed.
Roger, Sam, let's see here. If you would, sir, why don't you give me about 10 seconds? Tell me about your antenna system, and let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Absolutely, sir. Got it. Antenna flew up from a balcony to a tree. It's got a 17-foot grounding cable attached to a gutter, and then got a coax running to a 1-to-1 filter, which then feeds into the ICOM 706. It's on 100 watts, and it's got a IT100 auto tuner attached to it to tune the antenna. And then for the power supply, I'm running a Bione power lithium-ion battery. This is a mobile rig. I'm currently at the Lake of the Ozarks visiting my in-laws. So this is something that I'll take to the park or take out and about and set up different places.
Roger, well, I have somebody transmitting at about a KC plus or minus from where we are, so I don't understand how, we've been on the air there for about an hour, and for somebody to come in 1 KC off the frequency is not very intelligent. But, therein lies the world. Anyway, gosh, your radio's sounding pretty good now. That's just a mobile radio. Is that a Roger?
Pretty good now. That's just a mobile radio. Is that a Roger?
Yes, sir. Just a mobile radio. I've got the remote head detached on a cable. So mobile radio, 100 watts. Nothing too big and nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done whether I'm setting up at one of my local parks, setting it up in my truck to go make some contacts at the lake, or set it up at my in-laws at the Lake of the Ozarks. It works well.
Roger, Roger. So let's just see something here. What is your current mic level? Current mic level.
Current mic level. Current mic level.
So to be honest, I've only had this rig, or I've only been a general for about 3 weeks. So I'm actually still trying to figure out the controls. I had the automatic gain control on. I just turned it off. Did that change my audio level at all, sir?
Roger. Now you're saying the automatic level control on your AOC meter, is that a Roger?
On your AOC meter, is that a Roger?
Yes, I believe that's what it is. It's labeled AGC. I think it's automatic gain control. Like I said, I'm new to the HF and new to this rig. I've had this rig for a bit, but wasn't able to do a whole lot on it until about 3 weeks ago.
Roger, Roger. So normally they would refer to that as a compressor. But they could call it whatever automatic noise, automatic level control. I guess you could do that. But normally you're talking a compressor processor. Do you have a compressor processor, or is it the automatic level control?
A compressor processor, or is it the automatic level control?
So I have a comp.
Surprise, motherfucker!
What short form, which I'm assuming is the compressor, and then I have a button next to it, which is AGC. I thought it was the automatic change with the compressor on versus off. I guess what does the compressor do? What is it? I never understood it.
Well, a compressor takes your audio signal and kind of squishes it down. Normally we use it at a 3. Just a very little amount, but it does usually help in getting to the final 3 dB dynamic range in your audio. In other words, unprocessed audio is called 10 dB dynamic range if you don't have a processor and you just an amplifier, But for broadcast, for radio, for transmitting, you want a fuller signal, a fatter signal. So we want to take that 10 dB dynamic range and kind of squish it down to a 3 dB dynamic range. And we do that through a couple of things. The first thing is the compressor. And we usually put the compressor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just a small amount of compression, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
If I'm understanding correctly, basically you're taking that wider path, which is weaker, and the compressor is designed to compress that together to make it stronger to your signal more readable.
Yes, sir. So if you would equate modulation level, average peak modulation, to your dynamic range, 10 dB dynamic range is about a 30 dB modulation index, average peak modulation, 30 dB average peak modulation at a 10 dB width. And then as we start to make that fatter, that modulation index goes from 30% to 80 to 85%. So, in QRM situations and stuff like that, that additional modulation level really helps out. Roger?
That additional modulation level really helps out. Roger?
Copy that, sir. I've been trying to figure it out all along the way. So I the compressor and out the way. Better works now.
Okay, so but let's try something, if you would. Let's double check your modulation control. As you look at your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, adjust your mic gain as you say the word audio to the sweet spot on the ALC meter of 7 or 2/3. So the thing is, we want to say the word audio. You become a human test tone generator. You want to say that word as best you can at the Qso level. In other words, that should represent pretty closely your modulation level of a regular Qso, and then adjust your mic level until your ALC is reading 7 or 2/3, which is the sweet spot. Roger?
Roger, let's try. Okay. It's looking like it's in I think it's in range.
Okay, so now, gosh, why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio, Roger?
I like the portability and that it's a tried and true radio. Everyone I've talked to has been familiar with the 706 and speaks highly of it. So I like that I can do a little bit of everything with it. I've done FT8, FT4 voice. It's just been a good first ready radio, and it's been old reliable, at least getting started. Nothing fancy, and that's okay.
Roger. So your modulation index really came up a bunch. I mean, you're much more copyable now than where you were. So a great deal on that. Now, the microphone, is that a hand mic, Roger?
The microphone, is that a hand mic, Roger?
Roger, yeah, it's just a hand mic.
Okay, so you want to work that hand mic, pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Do not talk directly into it. Pull it to the corner of your lips, about a 45-degree angle from head in, and work it that way. You'll minimize a lot of noise, plosives and stuff by working it across itself rather than directly into it. Roger?
Working it across itself rather than directly into it. Roger?
Roger, Roger. So is this, I adjusted the mic, is this sound better, sir?
Okay, so I'm assuming that you actually want to touch the corner of your lips as you work that mic at a 45-degree angle. Roger?
As you work that mic at a 45-degree angle. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Does that sound better?
Yes, sir. That's coming up. So let's see. Tell me something for about 10 seconds or so that I don't know. Roger?
For about 10 seconds or so that I don't know. Roger?
Before HF, I've done a lot of DMR, a lot of digital radio, which is one of the reasons that I started doing FT4, FT8 on HF, which has been really cool. Live in an apartment full time, so FT4, FT8, my main form of contact because my noise floor at the apartment is so loud.
Roger, Roger. So let's, again, anytime you modify what you're doing in your audio chain, you need to go back and double-check your AOC level, your modulation level. So let's go back and reset our audio level control. As you say the word audio, adjust your mic level control until your AOC meter is in that sweet spot, featuring the new way of running that microphone on the corner of your lips. Roger?
The new way of running that microphone on the corner of your lips. Roger?
Roger. Audio. It's looking. Yeah, I think it's in that sweet spot.
Yes, sir. It's looking really good. Really good. So, gosh, if you want to hear your audio, your EQ curve sounds nice. It's nice, bright, and intelligible. So if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Can I get that call again? You said Kilo Charlie 9?
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Roger?
Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Roger?
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Got it, sir.
Roger, and after that call sign, there's the word logbook. So it's KC9VKV logbook. That will be into this recording. Roger, you'll use that to get to this recording.
This recording. Roger, you'll use that to get to this recording.
Copy that, sir.
73, sir. You have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend.
73, sir. You have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend.
73, and to you too, sir.
Roger, Roger, sounding good. That modulation really come up. Sounds really good. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Romeo Alpha Lima.
Romeo Alpha Lima, Roger, what's her name?
Romeo Alpha Lima, Roger, what's her name?
Name is David here.
Roger, David, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, David, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia.
Roger, sir, and what radio is that you're running today?
Roger, sir, and what radio is that you're running today?
I'm running a Flex 5000 Alpha.
Oh, Roger, is that a fairly new configuration?
Oh, Roger. Is that a fairly new configuration?
No, this transceiver, I'm not exactly sure of the age. It's probably in the order of 10, 15 years, somewhere in that range.
Hey, dummy.
Roger, Roger. So, gosh, who knows what the actual transmit bandwidth is? You might check that out. If you have the ability to change or modify your transmit bandwidth, you want to put it in the highest mode possible. You know, ideally, like today, standard would be 100 to 2900. So that radio, being older, may not be able to achieve the 100 to 2900, but it can be all that it can be, whatever it is. And so you just want to be sure. And maybe it's a kind of a thing where you don't have the ability to adjust the transmit bandwidth anyway. But consult your book and see, because the higher resolution that you can achieve in your transmit bandwidth, the better fidelity, upper end frequency response your transmitter is going to have. But we want to avoid going to 3 kC, because that just puts us in a position to actually be into somebody else's conversation. So that's the great thing about that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
Slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I've got it set to 100 to 2900 now. I've been listening to you for about an hour, so I'll make that change on my own. But this radio has lots of settings, and it's got a 10-band equalizer on the transmit and receive. I don't use it on the receive, but I do have transmit equalizer enabled. And I'm boosting the 500, 1K, and 2K a little bit over.
Yes, sir. So it sounds really mid-rangey. So if you would, let's see here. Let's go to your EQ page, if you know where that is, and work through that a little bit. Roger?
Work through that a little bit. Roger?
Sure, go ahead. I've reset it to flat.
Okay, sir. So what we're looking for there is that everything from 500 cycles to 1.5 kC should be flat. Plus or minus 0 flat. Roger?
Should be flat. Plus or minus 0 flat. Roger?
I got it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so then we move to our top-end treble EQ, which is going to be up, and I'm assuming that everything is flat there. So we're discussing our mid-range flatness. So then we want to go up into the upper range for our treble EQ. And if you can insert a frequency in there somewhere on the top-end treble of 2.7 kilohertz would be the ideal push frequency for that radio. 2.7 kilohertz push on your treble EQ. Roger?
7 kilohertz push on your treble EQ. Roger?
Okay, so I've got a slider for 1K, 2K, 4K, and 8K. So I'm going to bump 2K up a little bit.
All those EQs should be flat, and we'll discuss each one separately. So you have that whole EQ curve flat from 400 hertz up to whatever it is on the top end of your audio capability. They're all in the flat mode. Roger?
Your audio capability. They're all in the flat mode. Roger?
That's correct.
Okay, so somewhere around 2.5, 2.8, we're looking for 2.7 kilohertz. Can you insert a frequency in that treble EQ area? In other words, can you modify a 2.5 and make it a 2.7?
Modify a 2.5 and make it a 2.7?
No, I can only adjust the sliders. The 2K slider is the closest I can get to that.
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's play a game here. It's called Make a 2.7. So what we want to do is, do you have a 3 or a 3.5?
Do you have a 3 or a 3.5?
I've got a 2K and a 4K, nothing in between.
Yes, sir. Okay, take your 4K plus, gosh, 7 plus 7 clicks boost on 4K. 7 clicks boost on 4K, Roger?
On 4K. 7 clicks boost on 4K, Roger?
Okay, I've changed the 4K slider, and it's now got a 6 dB gain.
Okay, can you go one more?
Okay, can you go one more?
Yep, hold on. Okay, now I'm on an 8 dB gain.
Okay, sir, then on your 2K, we want to do that at plus 3 clicks from where you are on your 2K, Roger?
From where you are on your 2K, Roger?
Okay, just a second. Okay, 2K has got a 6 dB gain now.
Okay, sir, and then let's go down to the bottom side, your bass. And what frequency, do you have a 200 hertz in that bass?
Do you have a 200 hertz in that bass?
I've got a 250.
Okay, so let's take 250 minus 3, and let me listen to you there for about 10 seconds. Tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
10 seconds. Tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I've got a G5RV. It's up about maybe 40, 50 feet, something like that. And the orientation as far as the direction of RF is basically northwest from Richmond.
Roger. So let's go back to flat on your bass. That 250 cycles back to flat, Roger?
That 250 cycles back to flat, Roger?
Okay, the 250 is that again.
I'm sorry, I was just coming back. Try that again.
I'm sorry, I was just coming back. Try that again.
So the 250 now is flat.
Okay, sir, and what was that mic that you're using?
Okay, sir, and what was that mic that you're using?
It's the standard mic that came with Flex Radio. I'm not sure the model on it. It does have a switch on the back, 2 tone settings, and I've left it on the second position.
Okay, why don't you, that's it, so it's a hand mic, Roger?
Okay, why don't you, that's it, so it's a hand mic, Roger?
That's correct.
Okay, so you want to put that hand mic to your lips and talk across it. Don't talk into it, just talk across it. That will be the best thing as far as avoiding any noises that mic might make as you speak into it. So it's about a 45-degree angle to the corner of your lips, and you're actually touching the corner of your lips. And it's very important that we stay consistent with the way we work our mics, Roger?
Stay consistent with the way we work our mics, Roger?
Very good. Yeah, I've always known not to talk directly into any kind of microphone because you can get pops and all kind of craziness. So it's off to the side of my mouth, and I'm talking basically across the mic. Over.
Yes, sir, and you actually want to make contact with your lips. In other words, that you want to rest that mic on your lips and hopefully not too far back so you can still have a nice amount of audio going into it, but still you're working it across, Roger?
Going into it, but still you're working it across, Roger?
Roger, okay, yeah, so the mic is on contacting my lips, and I'm talking across it. And I'm noticing I've probably got the mic gain a little too high. I'm looking at the meters now.
Roger, it looks pretty good to me. Let's just leave it like it is for the moment. On that bass EQ 250 hertz, do +3 on your that 250 hertz, +3 from 3 over your zero level, +3. Roger.
Over your zero level, +3. Roger.
Roger, okay, that's +3. And I haven't given my call sign recently. This is KF4RAL for ID.
Roger, Roger. So we need more bass. Go ahead and continue bringing that bass level control up. 3 more clicks boost on 250 hertz. Roger.
3 more clicks boost on 250 hertz. Roger.
Okay, that's now sitting at 6 dB.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be actually doing much. Go ahead and go on up, max out 250, and let's be sure that we're on the right EQ. So max boost on 250 hertz, Roger.
So max boost on 250 hertz, Roger.
Okay, that's all the way to the top. I think that's showing a 15 dB gain. Over.
Yes, sir. Okay, so just remember the mic. I was getting a lot of stuff in there, so maybe a little bit further back on your lips, Roger.
Maybe a little bit further back on your lips, Roger.
Okay, yeah. How's that sounding now?
Yeah, that sounds good. I did hear a little breath there, but it sounded pretty clean. So why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio in about 10 seconds?
Why don't you tell me the best thing you like about your radio in about 10 seconds?
Sure, yeah. So, I'm a computer nerd. I spent 45 years in IT, so I'm really familiar with all different types of computer systems. And I've always been fascinated with the Flex. It's basically an SVR-type transceiver. And, you run it from an application that you run on the computer. There's no knobs on the transceiver itself. And it gives me a lot of flexibility as far as digital processing. I like to do FT8 and things like that. By the way, right now the 250 is on 12 dB. Over.
Roger. Usually I don't push that hard, but you were very mid-rangey, and I just wanted to double check to be sure that everything from 400 hertz up to 1.5 kilohertz is in the flat ±0 mode. Roger.
It's in the flat ±0 mode. Roger.
Roger. Yes. So the only thing that's been increased. The 250 is at 12 dB, 2K is at 6 dB, 4K is at 8 dB. All other settings are flat.
Okay, 8 KC was what?
Okay, 8 KC was what?
8 KC is flat.
Roger. So on your 4 and 2, those are the only ones that are being pushed. Roger.
Those are the only ones that are being pushed. Roger.
Other than the 250, that is correct.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I think you need to pull that mic a little bit further back to the corner of your lips because I am hearing more stuff. Roger.
Corner of your lips because I am hearing more stuff. Roger.
Okay, how's that? That's about 2 inches away. Over.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. And again, you actually make contact with your lips, and you turn that mic at about a 45-degree angle as you talk across it, Roger.
About a 45-degree angle as you talk across it, Roger.
Very good. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. I think that should work out fairly well. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor followed by the word logbook, we'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Very good. That's on YouTube, you said, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, go to YouTube and do that search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook.
Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook.
Very good, and thanks for working with me. And what's your first name? I didn't get that, sir.
Roger, Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and this is KC9VKV. We're located down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the mighty Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger?
Yeah, Indiana side of the mighty Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger?
Roger, very good. Well, thanks again, Jim. Appreciate you working with me, and I'll go ahead and sign now and let someone else jump in. So thanks again. This is Kilo Fox 4, Romeo Alpha Lima, QRT.
Roger, sir, 73. Thanks for dropping by. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. So, gosh, with all that being said, if you participate and would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, we'll take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. And so, with all that being said, we got to get out of here and return this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, clear.